is the way. This is the way. This is the way.
As we all know, Loki grabs the Tesseract and zaps himself out of the events of Avengers and the Time Heist into the Gobi Desert in Mongolia, where he immediately tries to dominate the locals before getting the attention of the Time Variance Authority, TVA, whose Minutemen have no problem giving him a two-piece and a side of slow-mo before dragging his ass to their headquarters and resetting the local timeline. Loki is processed at some sort of confusing facility where his clothes are stripped, his Tesseract taken, and he's asked to sign for everything he's ever said. It seems that there was a great war between timelines, but thanks to the Timekeepers merging all the timelines into a single timeline, the TVA was founded to stop any slip-ups in the timeline from turning into branching realities in order to avoid a future multiversal war. Loki is to stand trial for his slip-ups in the timeline, and realizing that he can't use his magic to escape, it looks as though he's going to be reset. But Agent Mobius takes an interest in Loki and gives him a tour of the vast city of technology and its facilities. Because time works differently at the TVA, Agent Mobius is able to restrain Loki and keep his attention as he sits him down for a conversation. Agent Mobius seems to believe that Loki's daddy issues and the need for world domination is getting in the way of his potential, taking him through events past in the timeline and implying that he wasn't at his best during the attack in New York. Although some of his highlights in life have been heists like hijacking a plane on Earth as unsolved mystery D.B. Cooper with a bomb to steal money after losing a bet with Thor. Then shit gets real when Agent Mobius takes Loki through the events that would have happened if he hadn't escaped with the Tesseract. His imprisonment in Asgard, and all the events of Thor: The Dark World, including the death of his mother. He's trying to get to the core what makes Loki Loki and understand him, but they're interrupted by the loss of another Minutemen unit. Loki uses this as an opportunity to steal the Time Twister and transports himself where he could retrieve the confiscated Tesseract, only to find out that the TVA is so overpowered that there's a drawer full of Infinity Stones to which some are used as paperweights, making Loki realize that he might be dealing with the greatest power in existence. And he's still dodging the authorities, by the way, so he slips away, once again transporting himself back to the location where he continues to take in the events of what his life was supposed to be, realizing that he had gone on to reconcile with his brother and fight alongside him right up to the point to where Thanos snaps his neck. And that's the end of his file. He stands there in shock, taking in the experiences of happiness as well as his death, and laughs with glorious purpose. Agent Mobius approaches, and with Loki realizing that there's nowhere left to go, explains that he doesn't enjoy hurting people, that it's an illusion to inspire fear and give him control. It's at this point that Mobius realizes that Loki is not that bad of a guy, and he offers him a job, because there's a fugitive killing his Minutemen units. And Loki just might be the right person for the job, because the variant they're after that's been killing off their Minutemen is another version of Loki.